Google Slides, the basics. The first thing you want to do is come up here and name your presentation. Simply click in that box or double click and highlight everything, and you can name your presentation, whatever it is. Give it a name that relates to the topic. And then you come down here to your slides and just simply click somewhere. You may have different boxes here depending on how Google Slides operates on your computer. You have a title slide with big dark letters. You have a subtitle with smaller, lighter letters. If you like those, all you do is simply click and you can name your project. Google Slides Introduction. Subtitle, the basics. There we go. If you don't like them, you can actually just delete them. If you look at my cursor right now, it's a white arrow. If you slide it around, you'll notice at some points it turns into a four-headed white arrow. That is where you want to click, and it will then highlight that box. Notice there, if I find the four-headed arrow and click, it highlights that box. If I don't want that box on my keyboard, simply hit the backspace key and it's gone. This box, if I don't want it, I simply get the four-headed arrow, click once, and hit the backspace key, and it's gone. But now what do I have left? Now you have a blank slate that you can create whatever you want. And the first place you want to go is right here to the Insert menu. Insert. I need some words. Words on the computer are called a text box. Click the text box and look at my cursor. It's now a black plus sign. Come over to your slide wherever you want it, and you're going to click and hold it down and drag. You can make a tall, skinny box, you can make a short, wide box, or you can make a normal box. It could be any size you want, and you can always change it later. Make it the size you want, and then let go, and you'll notice that you have the highlight around it, and you have a blinking cursor. Do not click your mouse at this point. If you click your mouse, it'll make your text box go away. But you have your blinking cursor, so start typing your story or your presentation, your information, whatever it is. And there you go. That's how you insert a text box. Insert, text box, and if I want another one, I can put another one in. Click and drag and start typing. It's that simple. Now, if you need your text box somewhere else, very simply go back to that four-headed arrow, find that four-headed arrow, there it is, click, and you can click and drag your box with that four-headed arrow. You can drag it wherever you want it. I need to move this text box, find the four-headed arrow, click and drag, and you can move it wherever you want, okay? Now you'll notice that your fonts look kind of tiny. Very simply, get to the text box by clicking, and what you're going to do is highlight all of your text. You can put your cursor right at the very beginning, or you can put it right at the end, but you click and drag and highlight everything. Once it's highlighted, you come up here to the menu bars, and this is the text part right here. You can change the font style, what the letters look like. You can change the size, make them bigger or smaller. You can make them bold. You can make them italics. You can underline them. And this one is the color. You can make them different colors. All right. So go down here, click. You can click and drag. You can start at the beginning or the end. It doesn't matter, but highlight it. Come up here, change the size of it, change the style of it, make it bold, make it italics, make it underlined, and text box color. There you go. The basics of Google Slides, inserting text. Be careful with text colors and fonts. Don't get too creative. It's probably a good idea to stick with black a lot of the time. Don't get too creative because you can ruin your project.